Stop touching that spot. Right now, every time your fingers go to that thin, smooth patch on your scalp, you're confirming the death sentence you've been sold. What if I told you that spot isn't bald? It's infected. A leaked Dermatology panel transcript from 2024 revealed a bombshell. In over 70% of cases of unexplained localized alopecia in men over 30, biopsies showed not just dead follicles, but a microscopic biofilm-like layer suffocating them. They're calling it follicular silencing. Your hair didn't fall out, it was smothered. But a 2025 pilot study out of Seoul found that a specific one-drop topical protocol applied before bed could disrupt that biofilm in 86% of subjects, waking up follicles they assumed were dead forever. I have a DM from a guy named Mike, 44, who sent me a time-lapse video over 90 days. You could literally watch the tide of thinning recede and dark stubble erupt, like watching grass grow in fast forward. His caption: "My barber asked if I got a transplant. I just showed him the bottle." Smash subscribe and hit that bell right now if you're tired of wearing hats in summer, if you're done with the overhead lighting in bathrooms, if you're ready to stop pretending you shaved your head by choice. The choice is about to be given back to you. Here is the stat that changes the game. A triple-blind 2023 study, the one they tried to bury because it would collapse a billion-dollar minoxidil industry, compared a powerful natural vasodilator and a potent antimicrobial essential oil against a placebo. The placebo group saw a 2% increase in follicle density. The protocol group, a 319% increase in microcapillary activity at the scalp within 28 days. 319%. They weren't just growing hair. They were resurrecting a blood supply everyone told them was gone for good. But the dark side is real. Use the wrong carrier oil, apply it during the day, or use an impure source, and you can cause permanent follicular scarring. You can seal the coffin on those hair follicles forever. I have a heartbreaking DM from a guy named Daniel who tried a DIY version with cheap tea tree oil. He now has a red, scarred patch that will never grow anything again. The difference between revival and ruin is one drop, one time of day, and one pharmaceutical-grade purity level. I'm going to give you the exact protocol, but first you need to understand the prison. That bald spot is a graveyard, but it's an active crime scene. Your own scalp's microbiome is out of balance. Inflammation from gut leaks, stress hormones like cortisol, and topical pollutants have formed a microscopic, glue-like shield over your follicles. They're not dead. They're dormant, trapped under a chemical blanket, unable to hear the signals from your body. Every mainstream treatment is attacking the symptom, trying to force growth on a battlefield that's still toxic. It's like trying to plant seeds in concrete. The one-drop protocol isn't a growth serum. It's a scalpel and a megaphone. It cuts through the blanket and shouts the wake-up call directly into the follicle's root. Listen to the stories. There is a woman, 39, who DM'd me after her part kept widening post-pregnancy. She said it felt like a slow-mouth frown appearing on the top of her head. She used the drop. After 6 weeks, her hairstylist, who knew nothing, said, "Your hair feels thicker at the roots. What are you doing?" She didn't say a word, just smiled. Then there's Carlos, 51, who had the classic crown-thin spot he hid with spray-on fibers for a decade. He followed the protocol. His 2-month update was a photo of his pillow, with 5 dark hairs on it. He was thrilled. He wrote, "They had to fall out to come back stronger. I finally understand." The big reveal, the one drop. It is 2 ingredients, pre-mixed in a specific non-negotiable 1:20 ratio. You will never apply them separately. The first is pure, pharmaceutical-grade rosemary essential oil, not the stuff from a candle shop. It must be sourced for its verbenone and camphor content. The second is a carrier oil, but 99% get this wrong. It is not coconut oil, which can clog. It is not castor oil, which is too thick. It is squalane oil derived from olives. It mimics your skin's own sebum perfectly, carrying the rosemary deep without resistance. The mixture, 1 drop of the rosemary oil to 20 drops of the squalane oil in a dark glass dropper bottle. Shake for 30 seconds. This isn't just mixing, it's creating a covalent bond. Before bed, on a perfectly clean, dry scalp, you part your hair at the target zone. You take the mixed oil in your dropper. You administer one single drop to the very center of the bald spot. You do not rub it in vigorously. You place your finger over it and apply gentle, warm pressure for 60 seconds. The heat and pressure drive the mixture down to the biofilm, while the squalane acts as a lubricant and the rosemary executes its two-pronged attack, annihilating microbial overgrowth and forcibly dilating the microcapillaries below. The dark side warning is law. If you use more than one drop, you trigger scalp irritation that increases inflammation, the very thing killing your follicles. If you apply it to a wet scalp, you dilute it and it cannot penetrate. If you use a low-grade rosemary oil, you get skin burns and zero results. This is a surgical strike. One drop, one target, every night. You will see nothing for 21 days. That is the protocol working. It's dismantling the fortress. Around day 22 to 28, you may notice increased shedding of tiny, weak, vellus hairs around the area. This is not failure. This is critical success. The old dead soldiers are being cleared out so new, terminal hairs can be built. A 2024 research paper on follicular clearance signaling documented this exact phase. The proof is in the pillow, in the shower drain, in the hesitation before you look in the mirror. This protocol doesn't add hair. It removes the barrier that stopped your hair from being what it was always meant to be. A 34-year-old named Ryan sent me a video of himself running his hand through his hair. 6 months prior, his scalp shone through. Now his fingers disappeared into a thicket. He said, "I forgot what that felt like, the resistance." So here is your final choice. You can accept the lie that your genetics wrote a blank check to baldness, or you can understand that your scalp is a landscape and you have been letting it erode. Tonight you get the dropper bottle. You mix the 1 drop to 20, you apply the pressure, and you go to sleep knowing you have, for the first time in years, directly communicated with the roots of your own identity. The results are not instant. They are geological. They build layer by layer, follicle by follicle, every night for 90 nights. Comment 1 drop below if you're committing to the 90-night protocol. Let's see who's ready to prove their reflection wrong.